Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at MLB Stadiums Reimagined by the AI. I did one of these for NFL, and now it looks like somebody on Twitter or X has done them for MLB. So we're just going to be going through all the different stadiums. I'll give my thoughts, and traditionally the AI will take many of these stadiums too literal. I'm not exactly sure what the prompt for these stadiums were, but it was probably like, give me a new stadium for the New York Yankees or something. That's what I would say. Or like reimagine a stadium. And they tend to like take it too literal. And like with the Pirates, you'll see how ridiculous it gets. But first, the Yankees. I'll say this is very, very bland. Very bland, very boring. You're looking in from center field. And it kind of looks similar to their current Yankee Stadium, at least the seating arrangement. But yeah, nothing really special with that one. This is the Red Sox, and here we go. I mean, listen, there's a pair of Red Sox right there, but it seems they took this one too literal. A few of these, unfortunately, are not HD, like a few of these at the beginning. We're going to get past them. This is the Orioles, so this is the new Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Just a mess. I mean, that is kind of a cool little Oriole logo right there when you walk into the stadium, but just look how giant that upper deck is. Pretty ridiculous. All right, now the rest of these should be pretty high quality. This is the Tampa Bay Rays. I would say certainly it's an upgrade, but just looking from the outside in, it looks like the stadium was built in 1975, Olympic Stadium 2.0, like with the weird roof and a massive upper deck, but certainly a really cool, little boating area. You can get off a boat and go to one of the games. This is the new Rogers Center, so it seems the AI was able to pick up on Toronto with the tower and also with the very similar retractable roof design. You can see this is looking in from center field. So I guess they decided to take out a bunch of areas, possibly the hotel as well, including the scoreboard. But yeah, it's kind of hard to really even tell what's going on in that stadium. Okay, this is just completely random. This is the Chicago White Sox, and you have the giant White Sox surrounding the stadium, but you also have it just in its own island. It kind of just interesting there. There's also some built-up buildings. I guess you have to just go via ferry to get to this game, or go maybe take a cruise ship or something, or a little speedboat to get to it. That would be a nightmare getting out of. Could you imagine that? Imagine if they decided to do that for one game, just float a stadium out into the middle of the ocean. And I mean, that would be like a 2-day experience, just trying to get into the stadium and then going back on land. This is the Minnesota Twins. Pretty bad, honestly. So this happens as well. The AI is rendering people out of the stadium. It does tend to do that, but it looks like this has a capacity of about 100K, so a little bit too much in terms of an MLB stadium. This is the Cleveland Guardians, so, they're thinking that Guardians is like superhero because of Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, and they've got some white dude there kind of intertwined with the stadium. Maybe it's a statue, I don't know, but the actual stadium, you can see the toothpick lights. At least they were able to render that in properly, but I can't even judge the stadium. There's just a bunch of random seating everywhere. This is the Royals. Very, very nice. Almost like a cathedral there on the left. And then on the bottom, yeah, that's a beautiful design. Also, you can kind of see a similar Kauffman Stadium type upper deck, although it is a little bit more shallow, or shorter, I should say. Very nice exterior, beautiful looking there. They are able to render like really nice, beautiful, intricate, symmetrical exteriors. I really like that. This is the Detroit Tigers, so they took it a little bit too literal. It's just in a jungle with a bunch of giant tigers surrounding the stadium. The stadium looks to be very, I guess, average, kind of just a neutral stadium there. The Houston Astros, there's the nice space theme. I can't even tell what's going on inside the stadium. I'm guessing it's supposed to be some type of retractable roof, but it looks gigantic from the outside, at least here. This is the new and improved Oakland Coliseum. You have all of the elephants. Very, very nice. We're looking at this, the angle we're looking at is through like the third base side. If you look at the field, you can see. So just kind of a weird setup with this, but yeah, there you can see. I'm guessing what happens is if you say, give me like a redesigned stadium for the Oakland Athletics, the AI will run like simulations, or it'll pick up on the fact that the Athletics have a logo resembling an elephant, and it will include elephants, giant elephants, into the design of the stadium. This is the Angels, so you do have some nice angels, you know, overlooking the actual stadium. The stadium itself is really brutal and very average. A lot of these stadiums are really average, especially the exterior of it, there's nothing to it. It's see-through. Oh, this might be the worst one of them all. Yeah, that's really, maybe those are little bats though. That would be kind of a cool exterior design. This is the Seattle Mariners. So this is hilarious. They tried to incorporate T-Mobile Park in like with a whole voyage theme. You can see sails out beyond the right field, what is that, roof? They're literally on top of the roof, and then beneath the stadium, or like behind the stadium, you do have a bunch of waves and kind of a like crazy design of a Loch Ness monster eating a ship. I mean, it's really impressive, honestly, to see that level of detail, but obviously completely ridiculous. In terms of the stadium, not a good look, completely closed right there. This is the Texas Rangers, so I'm guessing this is picking up on the original Globe Life Park, not Globe Life Field, because Globe Life Field is a retractable roof, but it's a newer park, so I don't think it really knows that that exists, so it's just doing like a new and improved Globe Life, Globe Life Park, yeah, from like 2016, the original Rangers ballpark in Arlington, and it's just horrifically bad. I mean, it's got an upper deck going around the entire area, including center field, and yes, it does have a little bit of a problem with the foul pole located in center field. Maybe it's a new challenge now. MLB stadiums are going to put a foul pole in center field, and if you hit it, you get 5 runs no matter what. Yeah, that's a little gimmick. That's like the Harlem Globetrotters. Next, this is the Philadelphia Phillies. Kind of a cool exterior. I like the look of that. The interior of the stadium, I don't know. It kind of looks a little bit too large. Maybe like a capacity of 55K and a pretty bland interior, but a nice exterior with shops at the bottom of the stadium. Yeah, I like that a lot. This is the Mets. Oh, this is like a worse version of MetLife Stadium. Yeah, this is brutal. You got to feel bad for the Mets with something like this. It literally is, you know, a cookie cutter with the giant upper deck going all the way around. Looks like a bad NFL multi-purpose stadium there. This is Lone Depot Park, and you know what? They decided to eliminate the upper deck, or at least parts of the upper deck, and they put in some nice glow-in-the-dark little orbs that light up with a blue color. Whenever you do this with Lone Depot Park, it always spits out something really cool, and you can see that. So they reduced the capacity there. That's very smart of the AI. Reduce the capacity to 25K. You really don't need it. It's Lone Depot Park. Nobody goes there anyways. This is the Washington Nationals. Look at all those little statues in the front. Almost like angels. And then beneath that, they've just got like a weird little building going all the way around. You can see it is in, you know, Washington, D.C., the monument. You also do have a pretty standard stadium design on the interior. Nothing too special about that, but a larger upper deck. This is the Atlanta Braves. This is a pretty cool design. The stadium itself is very bland, but the exterior is cool. You can see how they incorporated the whole, you know, Native American Braves design into it, into like the top going all the way around. That is pretty sweet. The Milwaukee Brewers, of course, it is Wisconsin. You've got the giant beer in the background, 5 of them to be exact. And if you actually look at the outfield seating, I like the configuration. It is a nice configuration when you look at it going all the way around. And they did try and incorporate American Family Field at least a little bit. You can kind of see the center field. Oh yeah, the dreaded center field vertical scoreboard. There it is. You can't get rid of it. Even in an AI rendering, you can't get rid of it. It's still there. This is the Chicago Cubs. This one's kind of a dud. Yeah, I thought they would have incorporated the ivy or something. They've just got a massive Cub bear in center field, and it doesn't look anything like Wrigley Field. And it's just also got a bunch of random trees right outside of it as well. This is the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals going with a different design. There's just no seating behind home plate. So basically that is public space. Any person can just walk up there and watch the game for free. And then they've got all the seating going around with a giant upper deck going around the entire outfield. It makes complete sense. It does kind of remind me of Busch Stadium 2.0, at least the outfield upper deck going around there. But yeah, it's a completely ridiculous thing. And you can see it seems like they tried to render in some type of cardinal sanctuary, like bird sanctuary, on the way outside of it. Pretty funny. This is the Cincinnati Reds, so Great American Ballpark. It's pretty cool for sure, just seeing all the different seating compartments going around. Also, all of the lights are like red to match the fact that they're the Cincinnati Reds, so that one's pretty cool to me. This is obviously the Pittsburgh Pirates. Really nice HD exterior. Unfortunately, we really can't even see what the stadium looks like from here, but it is a very, very nice looking Pirate. And then you also do have other smaller Pirates flanking it, including a skull right underneath it. So pretty cool there. This is the San Diego Padres. So it's picking up on, I guess, Padres as in father. So there's a literal giant human being seemingly moving around some of the players on the interior of it. Really can't, I mean, what are the, it's a weird design. If you look at like the top of the buildings, there's a bunch of green stuff. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe, and then there's clouds on top of it. There's a lot of crap going on there. This is the new Dodgers stadium. You can see they've eliminated the entire upper deck behind home plate, but they've extended it beyond, wrapping around both the foul poles. I guess kind of an interesting design there. This is this is Chase Field. Horrible. Just terrible. You know what? It looks like they incorporated the Arizona Cardinals exterior there into it, but yeah, this is a brutal design. I guess you do have some giant snakes. You know, the whole Diamondback theme, you can kind of understand it. This is the Giants, another one that's terrible. Just, I mean, what is that seat, like 190,000 people? That's like the biggest stadium in sports right there if they actually built that thing. But you do have the Giants over to, hopefully that's not a woman, is going to get age restricted or something. And then this is the final one. This is Coors Field, and it's located right in the middle of a giant forest beneath Rocky Mountains. The stadium itself, it's a fine design. There's nothing terrible about it, but once again, they're going with no upper deck right behind home plate. Obviously, that is not realistic at all, but those are just some MLB stadiums redesigned, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on X. Link to that's always in the description.